The following clip is an excerpt from a video I made back in 2020 called 1984 Is 2020 The Death of Freedom Has Come. The video is a book review and analysis of George Orwell's classic dystopian novel 1984 and is an attempt to show how the concepts in the book manifest themselves in the real world today. If you haven't read the book, just know that the main character's name is Winston Smith, and he lives in a place called Oceania, which is a totalitarian police state that maintains its power through malicious irony, lies, thought policing, brainwashing, destruction of history, propaganda, torture, and surveillance, among other things. Just think North Korea. It's as close to a copy of Orwell's nightmare regime as you can get. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I here present to you the clip that you actually wanted to watch when you clicked on this video. What happens when a nation forgets its history and adopts doublethink as its standard of reasoning? I'll tell you what happens. Political/media propaganda controls the minds of the masses. This is our next section in our analysis and review of 1984. This first passage I'm going to read comes on page 14, and it has to do with the 2 minutes hate. Now, if it's been a while since you've read 1984, 2 minutes hate is where everybody gets together in Oceania and they basically scream and go crazy as they watch basically a propaganda video of Goldstein, the enemy of Oceania, the always, forever enemy of Oceania. They're watching a video of him saying all these things about free speech and all these things that we would actually probably agree with. And all of these people, including Winston, the main character of the novel, hates him for like 2 minutes. And I would like to read this passage and then draw a little connection between 2 minutes hate presented in Oceania and the hour-long hate presented on nightly broadcast news. The passage begins. The horrible thing about the 2 minutes hate was not that one was obliged to act a part, but that it was impossible to avoid joining in. Within 30 seconds, any pretense was always unnecessary. A hideous ecstasy of fear and vindictiveness, a desire to kill, to torture, to smash faces in with a sledgehammer, seemed to flow through the whole group of people like an electric current, turning one, even against one's will, into a grimacing, screaming lunatic. And yet the rage that one felt was an abstract, undirected emotion which could be switched from one object to another like the flame of a blow lamp. Thus, at one moment, Winston's hatred was not turned against Goldstein at all, but on the contrary, against Big Brother, the party, and the thought police. And at such moments, his heart went out to the lonely, derided heretic on the screen, sole guardian of truth and sanity in a world of lies. And yet the very next instant, he was at one with the people about him, and all that was said of Goldstein seemed to him to be true. At those moments, his secret loathing of Big Brother changed into adoration, and Big Brother seemed to tower up, an invincible, fearless protector, standing like a rock against the hordes of Asia, and Goldstein, in spite of his isolation, his helplessness, and the doubt that hung about his very existence, seemed like some sinister enchanter, capable by the mere power of his voice of wrecking the structure of civilization. The 2 minutes hate is a clear example of what happens when a civilization adopts the brainwashing involved in doublethink and rewriting history. I believe America has adopted the concept of doublethink and the not necessarily full rewriting of history. You can still go out and read history, but America has certainly adopted the idea of forgetting history. And so what most of us have basically devolved into are a bunch of people who don't know anything, but go to people who supposedly know things on TV at night, who rile us up and get us angry at the other side. That's what the nightly broadcast news is. The big problem that 1984 got wrong is the average citizen doesn't need 2 minutes to hate the enemy, the other side. The average person needs at least an hour. It's really true, because whether you watch Fox News or CNN, it's demonized. They just demonize the other side. if CNN demonizes Republicans, Fox News demonizes Democrats, and there's no one in between really there, at least in the broadcast field, that really is like, no, everyone's people, we disagree, you know. No, they don't care. Now that's gone now. It's all hate. Give me a reason to hate these people that I've not really talked to or understood or really even tried to understand.